So here's a dark parking lot to give you an example. Lights that whole parking lot up. So you can see if you were on the trail how it would be super, super bright. And then off, you can't see anything. On, and you're good. So pretty cool. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing a unboxing and review on the NOVSIGHT ditch lights. So we're going to go ahead and I already broke this package open. So we're just going to go ahead and take it out and I'm going to show you what we got. All right, pretty nice packaging. So these are going to be the Cyber 1 3-inch off-road pod lights. High power, color temp change, and they have a unique design. Let's just check out the back real quick. Let's see. So you got kind of like the specs on the side. You've got your light beam patterns. And again, that is by NOVSIGHT. So auxiliary driving light, auxiliary fog light, spotlight, floodlight. Let's go ahead and open this up and I'll hold up to you. So here's the installation. It looks, you know, these pod lights, everything is quite straightforward with the pod lights. So this is what we're gonna get in the pack. Pretty nice. I'm gonna hold everything up to the camera, all right, so it's easier. I don't have to tilt the camera down, okay? So looks like we've got the wiring harness, easy plug and play. You've got looks like it's just an on and off switch here. So, you know, you can change these out if you want eventually. And it's got an adhesive back, so if you just want to stick it up to a wall, that would be great. Sometimes I prefer a toggle, but this will work just fine. All right, let's check out these lights. Right, so pretty nice looking. Looks like it'll have standard hardware to mount. What's it got in the back here? Let's go ahead and peel this. Let's go ahead and peel that off. Oh, cool. So what it does have on it is a cap. And those are nice. I like having a cover, if I can get it off here. And there we go, there's those pod lights. Pod light, ditch light, I'm going to use them for ditch light purposes. Another cool feature that they do give us is the option to go ahead and attach the amber onto it. So it'll look like that. And they just pull off easy enough like that. Got all your mounting hardware and your mounting bracket. When we're talking about these patterns here, these are different lights, so you can't actually switch the pattern on this light. So I got the flood pattern light, so if we are off on the ditches, I can go ahead and turn on a floodlight and it should illuminate. So the other patterns though are gonna be an auxiliary fog light, auxiliary driving lights, spotlight, which is specific beam, and a floodlight, which is obviously a flood of light. So we're gonna go ahead and get these hooked up and we're gonna do a night test to see how they work. And of course, I'm gonna show you how to install it. And I did forget to mention, this wiring harness does come with an inline fuse, which is very important for those of you who don't know what an inline fuse is. If you hook this up wrong, it's going to blow the fuse, disconnecting power to these without shorting out any of your electronics in your vehicle. That is the intent of an inline fuse. So make sure when you're installing it, you pull that inline fuse out, you do what you need to do, get everything hooked up properly, pop that inline fuse back before you turn these on. And if anything happens, the inline fuse should burn out before anything else. So we're gonna go ahead and head outside. I gotta get my mounts installed, and then we're gonna try these out and see how they do. All right, y'all, so I just installed these mounts. Now, if you have the red line tuning, you're going to have to take your factory nut off. So I took this factory nut off right down here, and I went and added my own because this is so thick it won't actually add up completely with that. Just make sure these are tucked back in fully where they need to be. These mounts I grabbed on Amazon for 39 bucks, so pretty good deal, and they look nice and they have the same zip tie here. All right, so these are installed and looking good. Fits perfectly. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a 1/2-inch wrench. I'm gonna go ahead and just fixate these. We're gonna just leave them moderately tight just so I can move them around, adjust them, just so I'll be able to slide the wires up underneath the hood, and then we'll go from there. So I'm gonna mount these first. Now you can move these left and right. You have quite a bit of play to move them, so I'm going to keep mine kind of to the right. Go ahead and use one of the provided. I'm just going to tighten these a little bit. Alright. Looks good to me. Let's go ahead and repeat this process on the other side, and then we'll get to the wiring. All right, everybody, here we are at the wiring portion. We're gonna go ahead and just get this laid out a second, just so we can get a better grasp at what we're working with here. So here, like I mentioned, you have that inline fuse, and it looks like it's gonna be 30. So when we're working on this, we're gonna take this out, but for now, I'm going to just break this apart. Okay, so this is gonna be a relay. I'm gonna find a place for that. Positive wire, negative wire, and a relay will also act as a ground. So essentially you have all of this, and then you have your button, which you can unhook to feed through your firewall. So we're gonna unhook this temporarily, and let me show you guys here. So I'm thinking we're gonna go through that firewall there, and then I'm going to bring this under here, and I'm going to run it across with some zip ties. All right, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and test these lights. I do have them wired up, and I'm gonna show you how I did that in a minute. Let's just go bring this hood down real quick. Move this, and you can see the lights. Let's see, do they turn on? Yes, they do. Can you see those lights are on? And they are bright. So you can see here, on, clap on, clap off. So pretty easy. The lights work. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get everything situated so we can go ahead and get through the firewall and get this wired up to the inside. I'll show you where I put my relay and everything. So just stand by, let me get it adjusted, and I'm gonna show you. All right, everybody, so got everything through the firewall, got it all wired up. I'm gonna show you how I did it. This is for the 2023 Chevy Colorado Trail Boss. You can probably do yours a different way, but I'm gonna show you how I did it here. All right, as you can see, everything looks pretty clean. So what I did here is, this is my relay. I went ahead and put it right on one of the body screws. For now, I've tucked my wires here in the corner, and I've carefully zip tied some of these. Now you can see this big chunk, I got a lot of wire here, and I've attached it here. It goes to my passenger side light, and my other one, I've got it wired up underneath, right up here, and I've just got it kind of out of the way, really neat, just out of the way, zip tied up. And again, I tucked it in the corner down underneath here. Now the hard part was right there. So if you can see, I had to bring that wire through the firewall. Now it looks like it's a little pushed open, but it's really not too bad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you, how I got it up underneath the truck. I used this, and I brought it right through here on that firewall, right there. Okay, ran that wire up and around and through there. 1 sec. That wire comes out our secret space in the back, and it is here where it should work. Now, I don't know why this light is staying powered. It should be shutting off. I'm gonna see if it shuts off with the power of the car. But otherwise, these are wired up, and we're gonna wait until we are doing a night test. So stay tuned. I'm gonna tidy this up. I'm not gonna stick it to the wall yet. I'm just gonna have it available as an auxiliary switch. So bear with me, and we're gonna test this at night. Stay tuned. Everybody, so I've got the wires all wired up, and we're gonna go ahead and test this. I don't want to blind these people right in front of me, so just 1 second. While we're waiting for them, this is the floodlight version of this. It is 1 lux at 147 feet, and that's 3200 lumen output, and the color is going to be 6500K. I just wanted to add that in there so you know. So babe, if you can go ahead and point this out like this, point it out. So we're looking out here, we're gonna turn these on. Lights off, lights on. So very, very bright.
It's too bright.
We're gonna go ahead and go to a really dark area and show you some more. Hey everyone, this is gonna be a test. We're gonna check this out. This is a very low lit area here in the city, and we're gonna turn these NOVSIGHT floodlights on. 3, 2, 1. And that is the power of those floodlights. So if you see, we can adjust these floodlights, and they are very, very bright. You can come over here. So directly in front here, they're very, very bright. You can see me. Pod lights are excellent. I know the camera even has a hard time seeing them. Hang on 1 second. I'll shut them off real quick. Powering them down. Back on. They're very bright. So if you were trying to set up a campsite if you are gonna use these on the trail or anywhere where you need some more lighting, these are the floodlights that you want to use. So these floodlights will light up the entire area so you can see what you're doing in pretty much any environment.
I can see your face there because it's too bright.
Yeah. So here's a dark parking lot to give you an example. Lights that whole parking lot up. So you can see if you were on the trail how it would be super, super bright. And then off, you can't see anything. On, and you're good. So pretty cool. They're very bright. Exactly what you're looking for in a ditch light or in a pod light. So we're gonna go home. We're gonna show you the amber covers that they come with, and we'll come to a closing. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna show you at a close range what this would look like turning it on, even with our dim lit lights. Here we go. And you can tell that that lights it up significantly. And we're gonna turn it off, and it is very, very dark. I'm gonna go ahead and get the the amber lenses real quick so I can show you what it looks like. All right, y'all, so we're gonna snap these amber lenses on like that, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like from the mount. So that's the look of the amber lenses. That's more of like a fog light. And it's very, very bright. So one more time, if you can just hold it there, I'm gonna actually take these lenses off so you can see how big of a difference this is. All right, lens number 1 coming off. One, pop the other one off. Very, very bright. All right, y'all, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'm gonna link these pod light ditch lights in the description below, so go ahead and get out and get you a pair.